If Lexus made a pickup truck, I think it would be probably something similar. This 2024 Tundra I-Force Max Hybrid Platinum. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff, and let's talk more about this 2024 Tundra Platinum Hybrid. Let's dive in. This thing's absolutely gorgeous, lovely color combination, nicely accessorized. Features a TRD Off-Road Package for a little bit of extra off-road prowess. Recently, Toyota has redesigned their Tundra from the ground up, better than ever, but things are a little bit different than the outgoing Tundra. As amazing as that old Tundra was, I was a big fan of it. It was getting long in the tooth, left behind by the very competitive market of full-size light-duty pickup trucks like our own product, the F-Series. You know, we're a Ford dealership. The Ford's been the best-selling pickup truck in the United States for 48 years. So there's some heavy competition, but Toyota has stepped things up with the Tundra. For the first time, you can now get a hybrid version of the Tundra, which wasn't available before. One of the few full-size pickup trucks that you can get that's a full hybrid, like our Ford F-Series. You have a big power upgrade with the hybrid. Not only are you more fuel efficient, but you get way more power. You get a lot more power than the normal gas-only version of the Tundra, which is still available. There's no V8 now, and now it's a turbocharged V6, or like this one, not only just turbocharged, but also hybridized. The hybrid system not only makes it more fuel efficient, but it also acts like an electronic turbocharger, giving even more power and torque. This makes 437 horsepower, and more importantly, 580 pound-feet of torque. Horsepower gets all the press, but the thing that gets you going is torque. That neck snapping acceleration you feel when you hit the throttle, that's not horsepower, that is torque. So if close to 600 pound-feet of torque, this thing is absolutely amazing. It's almost like diesel torque. That's like as much torque as you'd get from diesel engines from like 15, 20 years ago. This is really quick too, 0 to 65 seconds, and at the same time you're going to average right around 20 miles per gallon. So with this new hybrid system, you have 50 more horsepower, and you have about 50 more horsepower and about 170 pound-feet of torque versus the top-of-the-line I-Force V8 that we saw in the previous generation Tundra. It has a great ride. Toyota has revised some stuff too. If we look at this heavy-duty F-Series over here, we can see that it utilizes leaf springs. But the Tundra does not use leaf springs, it uses coil springs, which definitely make it much better riding and driving vehicle versus leaf springs. Leaf springs have been around for a very long time, they're proven, but the new suspension technology they're using in pickup trucks, there's a few others that are popping up, not using leaf springs and going to coil springs. Really big improvement in the ride. And this thing is still very capable. It has a 5.5 foot bed, so I don't think you'd even get close to the payload capacity. I think it's close to 1,600 pounds. And when properly equipped, you can tow 11,000 pounds. It's nicely accessorized. We have this step right here that folds out, making it easy to get in and out of the bed. Easy to deploy. Of course, we have a tow hitch. We have a nice Toyota hard tonneau cover. We have a cargo mat inside the bed. Of course, we have Toyota's amazing composite bed liner. This thing is just decked out with accessories. Of course, we have the TRD Off-Road Package with these lovely side steps. Going to the front, we have these cool driving lights integrated into the grille. Let's see if we can find a way to turn those things on. And on top of that, we have these heavy-duty metal connects to pull you or pull someone else out of sticky situations. That definitely come in handy if you do decide to venture off-road. Here we go, TRD light bar. Probably look a lot cooler at nighttime. Yep, there we go. Projector headlights provide outstanding nighttime visibility. I think they're LED headlights, and then we have this nice LED daytime running strip. I would say Tesla is the master of making EVs, but for hybrid vehicles, in my opinion, and probably a lot of others, no one can pair a gas engine to an electric motor and battery better than Toyota. They've been doing it pretty much longer than everyone else with the Prius, which has been out since the late 90s. I've owned 2 Priuses. The hybrid systems, they just have that magic formula. Very smooth transition between electric only power and gas power, and dead reliable. They have made millions of these things, batteries, and then you have a nice warranty in the battery as well. The battery actually resides underneath the seats. It's It's not a gigantic battery. It's not a plug-in hybrid. You're not going to drive very far just under electric power. But the magical thing about this is that the gas engine can shut off for a short amount of time. And if you're crawling around just like at 20 miles an hour, it can operate just under electric power, maybe for like a half mile. And then maybe if you're, even on the highway speeds, if you're going downhill, it can shut the gas engine off for a short amount of time. And while the engine's running, it'll charge the battery. And more importantly, when you use the brakes, we have regenerative braking, so it reverses the polarity of the electric motor, turning it into a generator. So normally all that kinetic energy you lose through heat, through braking, you can recapture that and put it back in the battery. That's what makes hybrids so much more efficient. Like I said, if Lexus built a pickup truck, it looks something like this. You could almost just slap a Lexus badge on it and get away with it. This Platinum has a beautiful perforated leather interior. The leather feels nice and supple. It's a high quality material. It smells wonderful. When I was taking pictures and video in our photo booth, the whole photo booth was just permeated with the smell of high quality leather. We have this nice big panoramic roof to allow lots of natural light inside. It's awfully bright today, so you definitely keep that sunshade closed today. This roof also opens, but on those overcast days, which we unfortunately have a lot here in the Pacific Northwest, it kind of elevates your mood just having more ambient light coming into the passenger compartment. On those overcast dreary days, it'll just improve your frame of mind. We have storage galore and connectivity, USB, USB-C connectivity. Beautiful contrast stitching throughout. We have a 2-speed transfer case, so this has 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low range, of course. We have a terrain management system, crawl control, which is like a cruise control for going off-road. We have a sport. We also have different driving modes like sport, normal, eco. That'll make changes to the throttle sensitivity, I think steering, the way the transmission shifts like that. You have tow haul mode, MTS, I think that's multi-terrain system. It's an off-road system. Then we have a downhill assist and crawl control, locking rear differential. We have tow mode. This has a 10-speed automatic transmission. We have this, you hit this button right here, you have a nice composite view all around the vehicle. Pretty cool. Huge screen for the infotainment system, big navigation screen, and a nice rear parking camera. And it might look like the screen's flickering, but that's just the GoPro. Sometimes in the GoPro video screens it flickers, but believe me, it's perfectly fine. Multiple views. This is a nice front view. That would be great for off-roading. Side views. You got a view right from the back of the cab looking down at the bed. So maybe if something came loose, was rolling around the bed, you can check on it. You can check on your trailer. There's some off-road cameras as well. Really cool pickup truck. Then we have a completely digital rearview mirror, so you flip it up, you have a complete unobstructed view behind you while you're driving, or you can just put it on regular mode. That's a game changer for a vehicle like this. Sometimes with these bigger vehicles, visibility can be kind of tough. Great sounding JBL audio system, completely digital gauge cluster, fantastic driver's assistance, steering assist, blind spot warning, adaptive cruise control. Well, there you have it. I would call it the Lexus of pickup trucks. Thanks so much for watching. We're Scarff Ford. We've been in business 103 years. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of pre-owned vehicles. Obviously, we love the F-Series, but we have love for all pickup trucks. We have a very wide range of pre-owned pickup trucks from all makes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.